going on, everybody? Here with the Juice Crew Villans. Right quick, we're gonna do a little taster for y'all real quick. I'm about to probably pull a podcast out my ass in the next week or so. I think I'm gonna call that shit The Truth, because that's what niggas need to hear. And because that shit hurt. You know what I'm saying? So if you need some juice to go with your truth, that's cool. I'll take my shit straight. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, hopefully we get some, some of y'all niggas come in here and see what the fuck going on. But yeah, we on some man shit in here, so if you a bitch ass nigga, this ain't for you. Just turn the channel, nigga. You a hoe ass nigga. We don't like that shit. It's oversaturated, man.
Are you ready? Let me count you in.
Yeah.
5,
Professional shit.
4, 3, 2.
Hi, I'm Dr. Two Pence.
And I'm Gap Lord.
And we are the Juice Crew Villans.
Oh, don't count me in. I should have typed this in my shit.
You got your questions already?
Got them in my phone instead of my
Okay.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Good day, everyone. It's me, Gap Lord, your friend extraordinaire. Today, we're going to be talking about something that we think is important to discuss, and we have a special guest with us today, Jamerson.
What's going on, y'all?
Who are you, Jamerson?
My name is Jamerson. I'm a residential real nigga, man. I ain't really nothing spectacular altogether, but I got jokes from time to time, so I don't know if that makes me a comedian, because nigga, I'll beat your ass, nigga. Don't play with me like that. So
he said you're not Will Smith in him.
Nah, definitely not. You can get a couple chuckles in, but nigga, that's where it's at right there. Just leave it right there. But anyway, yeah.
All right. So he's joining us today to talk about the topic, give his input, as well as Dr. Two Pence. So I'll present the topic to you guys. Today's topic is going to be a broad one. It's going to be Roe v. Wade. We're going to start just by getting Dr. Two Pence. So what do you think about Roe v. Wade? What's your input? And I got some questions to follow up with that.
Well, I'm not even going to lie. With the Roe v. Wade situation, I guess it's just about abortion, essentially. And I guess, the people making it about rights, and I see it's just a lot of different things. It seems like it's just another one of those big pushes by the media to push something and make something a very big deal that isn't that big of a deal. But at the same time, I do see some of the arguments people have, and I try to see both sides of the arguments as far as why people are having them. But I just see a lot of people just talk about this stuff, especially with it dealing with females. It seems like they just just want to be able to get rid of a situation that they don't feel like dealing with for being irresponsible.
All right, what you got?
What you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna go right to the root of this shit, man, because it's okay. White people in America are in almost like an endangered species in a way. It's when your birth rate is lower than your death rate, it's hard to reverse, and that's where they are. You know what I'm saying? It was a white lady that said, she thanked Trump for putting the 3 judges on that was gonna push it through, because it's really about keeping white women from getting abortions. There was a book called The Birth Dearth, where it was like they talk about it's like 3 ways you can reverse this. You know what I'm saying? And one of them was like to give the white population to be bigger in America, you can open up the borders, which would also mean you get other quote unquote undesirables, and they don't want that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want more Mexicans, more Africans. You know what I mean? So they decided they would. There's another one, but I can't remember that one, right? But the other option, the last one, was to outlaw abortion, because white people right now are still the majority. So they would prevent more white women from getting abortions than, let's say, black or Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? Overall, you know what I mean, countrywide. And so that's the reason why they celebrate that, because to begin with, Roe versus was I guess the lady used it to cover up the fact that she was getting fucked by a black dude, but you know, she tried to get the abortion or whatever, and she wanted to do that to cover that up. And to be honest, there's probably more of that going on than we want to really realize. You know, it's a lot of black, half black, you know what I mean, Milano children being murdered because these white women don't want everybody to know they like, you know, black dick, but it's cool. We not mad at you. You don't have to hide it no more. But you know, everybody know that, you know, struggle dick is different, and so, you know, that nigga fucking for a place to live. You know what I'm saying? Damn near a hobosexual out there, and he refused to be homeless again. So or you know, you fuck a white woman. She got some money, and she fucking him because he gonna, you know, hit her with some rhythm.
So let me add. You made it interesting. You come from an interesting perspective. Have y'all heard of Margaret Sanger?
Yeah.
So, you know, so her intentions of like creating Planned Parenthood is to exterminate black people.
Yeah.
So she's publicly said these things, and has been quoted saying racist things. Well, I guess you call it racist, whatever, to exterminate or keep the black race from, you know, procreating.
Her and she was writing a letter to his name escapes me for the moment, but it was either Procter or Gamble, and we both know those names as their household names. Procter and Gamble. You look on the back of any of your toothpastes, Procter and Gamble, Procter and Gamble, Procter and Gamble, and Margaret Sanger was writing a letter back and forth with either Procter or Gamble, and I'm pretty sure it's Procter, but I might be mistaken. Anyway, they was writing a letter back and forth about how best to go about keeping black people from rioting because they know that they're being exterminated.
I'll step up to mine so make sure we can get you.
Yes, they were going as far as to involve preachers and doctors to cover it up, because they know that once they get wind of it, they'll go to a preacher, or you know, they got doctors who are complicit with these things, so that they can continue to do it. But they, you know, they're bought and paid for Negroes who, you know, or black people from different countries who have no loyalties to us. You understand what I'm saying? And so they look like us, but they hire them to be complicit with our extermination, and it's still happening today.
So I have a question. Why would black people go along with that? Like, because I say black people specifically because, one, I am black, and then black women lead the nation in abortions.
I would say the media. They make it okay, you know. They make it a right. They make it like it's a God-given right that they have to do this. My body, my choice deal. I think they got good marketing behind it. They got really good marketing on how they push these agendas into the minds of whoever their target demographics are.
You can't help it. When you see it on the news and the media, it's like propaganda. It's like, even if you didn't feel like that, you would want to go along with that because that's what's popular right now. But the white vote is still larger than the black vote.
Would that be the case if so many black women weren't leading the nation in abortion? Our size would have been doubled by now. Over this, do y'all think so? The leading vote are black voters because white voters because they're the majority, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm saying if black people weren't leading the nation in abortions, we would have tripled in size by now. Because we've been leading the nation in abortions for over 30 years. Mm. So we wouldn't have that problem as much because we would doubled in size. Right. But we're killing black babies. Mm-hmm. So therefore, we're still the 13%. So, the question I wanted to ask: should women be required to have a man's permission to abort their baby?
Yeah, I think so. I think that'd be.
If we were going to just say, oh, let's legalize abortions everywhere, should they be required to have the man's permission?
Yeah, I figure they both laid down and made the baby. So
I mean that's a slippery slope because then there would be some accountability on the female's part because she would have to remember and know who the male was that impregnated her, for sure. And that's gonna cause a dilemma for some.
But I think that's a good point though. Accountability, because women using this as a way to avoid accountability and responsibility for premarital participation.
Yeah.
And you can't use this. And we all know some people that had multiples. Not no stories, a person.
This is.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not better than nobody. But we know people that have had multiples, and it's obvious these women are taking this and using it as a way to dodge accountability. Accountability like Barry Sanders used to do.
I mean, that sounds nice ideally, and the men would also have to be accountable. Like, okay, do
That too, though, yeah.
And yeah, it sounds good, right? I don't know.
So I asked that question because, believe it or not, there are men out there, women abort the baby and the man wanted their child. So, we oftentimes hear like that he didn't want it anyway type of thing. But it really exists that men are really out there and the baby was aborted, the man wanted their child, but he has no say so in whether that woman keeps their child or not.
I think also it can help with the women because I think making a decision by yourself as a woman is a tough decision. I don't think having an abortion is an easy thing. You know what I'm saying? I could only imagine. So I think that her having to go talk to the man first can help her find the best option for not only the baby but herself as well, because they're all in the situation together. And I think that that communication, those conversations need to be had, and see like, okay, what's the longevity of the situation?
Yeah, come on there.
Can we work something out? You know what I'm saying?
Let's get you signed off on this murder case.
Exactly.
We gonna murder this baby together, nigga. Come on, man. You ain't with it. Like, that's probably gonna be perfect for the women of now and today, but I don't know, man. I feel like, to be honest, man, if you awarded a state, or if you had kids and you government assistance, it should be illegal for you to have a certain amount of kids. Like, you should have to take a test, decide how many kids you should have. Yeah. And if you a dumb nigga, you can only have one. Yeah. That's it.
And if you have one, you going to jail.
Yeah. You have more than one kid with your dumb ass,
you going to jail.
You going to jail.
You got to go to jail.
Your baby going to be born in jail. And that's it.
Because we don't want you out in the world tearing up.
Fucking up with your stupid
making
ass.
everything cost. They ain't raising your kids right. They tearing up the neighborhood.
They lazy, man. The bitch just have another one and then another one. Because this is dumb motherfuckers having all the kids. That's what the problem is right there. You get something where make the smart motherfuckers hornier, and the dumb motherfuckers just, you don't get the fuck no more. Just lock her pussy up after the first. You gonna take all them shits out, and then you get a vasectomy after your first baby. That's it. That's it.
So do you guys think, here's a question for both. Do you think abortion is mostly used as a plan B?
Man, I don't even know, because I don't know. I don't have a big enough pool of people to base that off of.
Well, we're not asking you for your statistical.
Oh, yeah, for my anecdotal. Yeah, I try to. You ask for anecdotal.
There's your opinion. So it's like, do you think from your life, from your personal experience in life and dealing with women, do you think it's mostly used as like, oh, I was in a bad situation and this happened?
Yes.
Or is it mostly used because like I'm out here being a hoe or whatever?
Barry Sanders.
I don't want to deal with these
Barry Sanders. You see Barry Sanders run the football? Man. Barry Sanders. They trying to get away from the accountability, man. Yeah. And I get it. Having a kid is a lot. I got two. I could only imagine what you going through,
but
baby
right now.
But at the same time, you know what I'm saying?
Sex.
Yeah.
That's not.
It just sounds like you can't afford to have raw sex.
You can't afford it, man. There's the heat and the meat. You can't afford it.
Goodness gracious.
You gotta do it with the plastic.
What are there ways It sounds like a common sense question, but it seems like it needs to be asked. Are there ways to avoid being pregnant?
The rhythm method.
Yeah. It's so many methods, but I
Pull out.
I believe it's Newton's law, which says if you don't want something to happen, then you do everything in your power you can to make sure it doesn't happen.
So what can be done?
Not have sex with people you don't want to have babies with. Man, I tell all the young ladies under me, I say, before you lay down with a man, before you're choosing a man, look at him, analyze him, and ask yourself, do I want to have a baby with this nigga?
Will this nigga punch me in the stomach if I need him to
but I'm just saying, so once you have that baby, you connected for life, though. It's like, so like, even young men, you looking at a lady like, do I want, what would it life be like if I had a baby with this girl?
I seen a lady made a comment and she mad about her orthodontist bill with the baby, and I was just like, you seen that nigga's mouth was raggedy before you let him stick his raw dick in you. Bitch, that is a bill. That nigga need braces right now. That's why he fucking you so good, because he know he don't deserve no pussy.
And you know what? That's why kings and queens and stuff, they choose they mate wisely, because they like, you ain't finna bring that tainted blood in this royal family. Because we trying to create the top human.
Remember I told you about Coming to America? Remember I told you about conspiracy with Coming to America, how they had him, who had I wouldn't say the perfect wife, but based off of what they have going on, you can't, like you said, you can't just bring someone from the outside into this level of royalty, because it's levels to it, it's different layers that you have to understand, it's protocol, it's history that you understand to be a part of this family. So we have a story, and I'm gonna go real quick. Prince Hakeem, they got his wife, she's from the country, she's from the land. She's ready to just be his woman.
Yes.
She do whatever for him. She go to bat for him. He want to come to America, to New York of all places.
Bitch.
Yeah, some wild
Dating nigga with a Jerry curl.
Right.
You letting this nigga with this Jerry curl slide up on you? All y'all work at McDonald's?
Hello.
I know your daddy owned it, but I'm just saying.
You want this nice domesticated bitch? We already got her trained.
Right,
do everything you want. She gonna suck dick and everything. You ain't got to do nothing but tell her.
You ain't got to deal with none of that. Oh, I'm smarter. None of that independent. Man, he want to come to America for a woman in New York City. New York City is one of the toughest places. I mean, it's just.
And that's dope if you a upstanding, high level man. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't want to be challenged that much. But you definitely have to add a level of exclusivity to your entry fee and your pussy. Yeah. Or your penis.
Yeah.
Your
penis too.
Don't be so frivolent with it. I understand you niggas out there practicing with your dick, man. But you should, keep some plastic on that motherfucker till you find out what you really want to do and who you really want to do it to and how you want to do it to him. Because, the nigga that you was, before your dick got hard is the nigga that you gonna be when it ain't hard no more. If you a broke nigga, you need to think a lot more about where you sticking dick, man. And if you a bitch, you can't let your pussy make your decisions for you.
So perfect segue into my next question, probably my final question. What should men's standards be before sleeping with women? And I ask this question because men face all the consequences. Because women are usually bailed out. They have child support, they have abortion, they have government assistance. Men don't have any of those support systems, safety nets, I would say, when having
I got a system now, but it took some shit to go on for me to understand what I need to be doing with my shit, because I can't just be giving out my dick frequency to these hoes, man. When you got some good, scarcity creates value. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't want to be out here in the streets like you done gave your dick to everybody. It's weird. You do want everybody to know it's good, though.
Yeah,
but,
it's a slippery slope.
You don't have to hold a whole bunch of receipts like that. Babies, I call babies receipts, proofs of purchase. Like this.
But I think it's about what you said though. Value. I think a lot of us haven't been taught how to truly value ourselves. I was going to say that last night. I want to tell everybody just love yourself. I don't, in the black community, we don't hear a lot of us saying, "Hey man, you should love yourself a little bit more. You should always love yourself." I can't really think of too many times where people have, in my family have told me that. Not that they don't, like they hate me, but nobody told me to hate myself. But as a child, I think loving yourself and learning how to love yourself as a child is very important, because that, in fact, it impacts your deeper you inside of you as you get older. Because if you're not confident as a child, no matter how big you are, you'll still be that unconfident person. No matter how athletic, no matter how talented you are, you'll still be that unconfident person, and eventually it'll throw you off. And people are like, oh, then what happened to him? He had this, he had that. He was, so she was this or she was that. And it's because the level of confidence and lack of self-love, which creates low value. So I don't value myself much, so I fuck a bunch of girls. I don't value myself much, so I fuck a bunch of men. You have to value yourself. Exactly, value you, so you're validated through that, and that's what the culture values. The American culture values men who sleep with a lot of women, and now they value women who sleep with a lot of men. So when you have these dynamics playing, people start to lose value, and now we ain't even a greater value; we the lesser value.
That's well said. Because at my time, I thought I was most confident, and I really wasn't.
Yeah.
And I was, I was
Come on, man.
I was in them streets, and I was just like, the more I slayed, the more like, I can get him. I get anybody. It was so ignorant too. It's like I really wasn't confident. I just thought I was confident,
right.
because of what I was able to obtain. And it's like them women wasn't confident either. It's just giving it out privilege.
I got a long-winded answer for that, but it's just me myself personally, man. And I'm probably about to write a book, but it's gonna be called the Book of Jamerson. But it's just about systems. You know what I'm saying? You want to develop a system. First, you need to understand who you are and what your purpose is, and understand that your value system needs to be within you, not outside of you. You shouldn't be valuing yourself according to the things that you have or the type of women that you can get. You should just be, heading towards your purpose, right?
Yeah.
And once you identify your purpose, then you understand that you want to treat your penis or vagina. We say, but in the man world, we say family jewels, and that's exactly what they are. You know what I'm saying? This man right here got some eyes, and bitches will fuck you for the eyes, bro. They want the baby to have eyes.
I already know, that's why I be real careful with.
But niggas with eyes a lot of times ain't about shit though. They be lazy, so you got to be careful, ladies. You can't just fuck a nigga because he got eyes, or because he tall, or because he your type. Because you have to look deeper than that. You have to understand how men and women problem solve and what they do under stressful situations. So I would always suggest keep your dick to yourself. It worked. You understand? It worked. But get to know yourself first, and then I would say 90 days, man, at least 90 days, man. And that's not enough time to get to know a person altogether. But if you serious about dealing with this person, you just watch them, and then you might date them, but you don't just take them out to eat. You go to different things under different circumstances, different scenarios. You might go on a date to the escape room. See how this person operates under pressure, because you don't know a person until they're mad with you. And a lot of these niggas they are in the honeymoon mode, and they want to feel how I feel, and but they know if 2 or 3 things go wrong, they gonna be struggling, and now this lady is asking you to do some shit that you ain't willing to do. And when you ask him, ladies, to do certain shit, and he shy away from it, the nigga don't wake up on time to do nothing, that's not a nigga you should be giving your pussy to raw. You already need a ride everywhere. That nigga ain't got shit for you. He can't do it for himself. So it's scary. It's scary out here. 90 days though.
Cars full.
I see it.
Get to know a person.
Hold on.
Wait. Hold on. Wait. Then they might have a badass cousin, or a friend that's better suited. So you hey man, hold up. Hold up, because how many times you dealt with a girl, and they'll get you to fuck them first before they bring their friends around, so you can't fuck the friends now. You know what I'm saying? But she got a bad homegirl.
Like y'all limits or something, yeah.
Bad homegirl. She got her. She ain't brought her around yet because she know you gonna want to fuck her. Mama might be better than her, but you didn't already fuck now, so you can't. I feel like this. You get a lot more out of the person while y'all dating. Depending on how highly they value y'all's relationship. You know what I'm saying? But and the person that cares the least win. That's probably a lot of too much game for you niggas. But you so interested in trying to get this woman's draws, man. You just spent all your rent up, et cetera, et cetera.
Living outside your means.
You know what I mean? Trying to impress this woman, bro, because you thinking capturing her is going to make you a better person. And that's not what it's about. You got to get what you're trying to get to. And, you know, if she can help you, cool. But if she can't, then she got to go. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to know where you going first. You can't expect her to teach you where to go because that's not your mama, nigga. That's not your mama. If you ain't had a daddy, it's hard for you to learn how to be a daddy. You need to figure that shit out first before you have a kid. So you don't deserve no raw pussy. So you get a job and a place to live. You can take this bitch somewhere.
Raw sex is earned.
Yeah,
not given.
You gotta deserve it. You gotta deserve it. But I won't even look at a bitch if I don't got no job.
Yeah, you should. You really shouldn't be seeking women. This goes for men and women, so we ain't just talking about women. No. Men and women. First of all, you ain't got your shit together. You shouldn't. If you ain't got your things together, you should not be seeking a relationship
with somebody else.
Yeah. You shouldn't even be thinking about sex.
Right? Hello, because you still need to be focused on how you gonna survive. You're in what I call survival mode for a lot of people. You young. You want to screw, but the thing you need to be trying to do is take that energy, jack off or something, and then go get you a job, man.
First of all, once you bust that, once you ejaculate whatever, you ain't gonna be. You be like, okay, like come to your senses again.
Right.
It's like even like sleeping around with women after you be like you over there all night, like whispering sweet nothings, and then as soon as it's over, you like, I'm tripping. What am I even doing? I'll stay over here for 2 hours. Wow. It's like you feel like you wasted your time because it exerts a lot of energy. You could have been doing something else with your time. Focus on your purpose. It's like we men, I'll say boys, spend a lot of time chasing women, exerting all this energy into them, and they could have been focused on that's time you put into your purpose and something more meaningful.
Right. Now, if you spend your time going towards your purpose, she will be drawn to you.
Yeah, you're gonna get them in the back end.
But because you aren't distractible. Their job is to try to distract you, but your job is to resist. But a lot of niggas don't understand that part. They feel like their job is to be chased, and once they are chased, they just lay down and give up. You get domesticated, but your goal was some pussy instead of what you trying to do in life, man. And you ain't went and talked to God or nothing. You just went out there and screwed that girl, right. And now y'all got a baby, and you probably was supposed to just have a business with this lady. Y'all could have did something else, you know what I mean? But you jump into everything dick first, and that's not good, man. So keep your dick to yourself. Get to know yourself. Have a good time with yourself. Get to know the other person. You know what I'm saying? And just kind of let things happen organically. If it's supposed to happen, it will. But if it's not, then, that's cool. It's okay to have female friends. You don't have to fuck every girl you know.
What's up with that?
You don't have to fuck. Now, I'm not saying you have all girlfriends, gay ass nigga.
But they don't even really be like
that's
that.
weird. Or you bitches with all my niggas, all my people, all my friends as dudes. That's you a hoe. Stop playing.
Yeah, because that
nigga.
You know what I mean? Girl said, my brother's like, girl, how you my brother? We've been
that bitch.
How long you been knowing? You ain't been knowing them since I was like adolescents.
And that's too. So what? Anyway,
but I'm just saying, no. I mean, even I'm like that with Ayana and Atala, but that's I realize how rare that is.
Right.
I didn't even think that was.
But you're friends with me too, so it's so it's like
he knew them before I knew you though.
Yeah, no, they did you?
Atala because they was at Quincy house. They be over at Quincy house, so I was hanging out with them. Mm-hmm. So
I'm saying,
always
like,
seen them as the
if we wasn't
girl.
Friends now, would y'all even be? Y'all probably would have lost connection. That's what I'm saying. Like, would y'all actually?
Oh no. I mean, we probably would talk but not like you said, not to this degree. Definitely not to this degree. Definitely not to this degree. Like, I don't have female friends I'm calling every day. Like, much, what's up, sis?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't have that.
To have some balance. Like, okay, say my mother is no longer here, but to have a female friend of mine who I could bounce things off of, so that I don't attack problems from a straight man perspective. I have to have a girl's opinion on certain shit that I need. Like, what can I do to soften up my crib a little bit? It's too bachelory. You know what I'm saying? Do it smell right to you as a girl? Like, I don't know. My man knows, might not be as cool. You know what I mean? But everybody don't come to my house. Don't come to my house uninvited. But anyway, now, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just all about communication, man. And, you know, learning your style of communication, what works best for you. And then picking a mate that can accommodate that, but you are careful not to be pairing up with another broken person. Your goal should be to become a full person first. A lot of people come with this, that's my better half. That shit is bullshit. That's bullshit. Stop doing that shit. Like, oh, she good at this and this and this. Nah, be the best person you can be all the time when ain't nobody looking. You know what I'm saying? And stay like that. After you get the pussy, then you'll be doing something. You're not trying to impress no girl. You know what I mean?
That's hilarious. That better half.
It is.
But when you said that, I just realized I used to say that, and it was a situation that didn't go nowhere, and I realized that. Okay, if this person is your better half,
what the fuck is you?
You know what I'm saying? That means you're just half a person.
Right.
You're basically
and you're not even the good part.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You're not even.
How can someone else be a better version of you?
You know what I mean? You have to just be your best self, man.
And it ain't even the best version of you.
Right.
They just 50% of you.
Wow.
So you 50% of yourself.
So y'all 50%.
To hang out together.
Give me 100. Give you 100. What they don't have it for the.
But then what about they other 50% that they got to give away to get to you? So now they lose 50% of themselves, and now we got a toxic relationship.
Two half people fighting for control of their relationship or the energy of the relationship. Now I'm a book reading nigga. I read books quite often. I've read a book called The Celestine Prophecies. I'm sorry, and that is, if the Bible was for the first 2,000 years, the Celestine Prophecies would be for the next 4,000, and it just talks about things like child rearing and just like tapping into the earth's energy instead of trying to steal energy from each other, and how we use personality dramas in order to get the energy to flow in your direction. Like, you know, they have the oh poor me, the aloof, the interrogator, the intimidator, and there's another one. But
and what book is this?
The Celestine Prophecies. It's a very good book. It's not a very long book either, but it's about some tablets that were found supposedly in Brazil that gave people clues on how to be better people and what to look out for in the future. It talks about how people will become more kind to each other, and we will give to each other more, but we will find ways to create robotics that will do a lot of the heavy lifting for us, and we'll have more time to get closer to nature, and we're getting closer to that.
Yeah. Is it a self-esteem?
Celestine, Celestin.
Okay.
Yeah, like that translates to mean the heavenly prophecies. And it talks about spacing out your children and how to not address them like when they're in the room, like how to address them and not talk about them like they're not there. Like, you treat children like smaller human beings, not kids. You understand what I'm saying? And we become more complete people like that when you have enough attention. The children are so stacked on top of each other, like they raising each other, and they need more attention from the parent. But if there's only one parent and 4 kids, they're all competing for the attention of the one parent, and they're deficient. And so they grow up deficient human beings and adults, and then they attach themselves to people that are familiar with them, or the people. Okay, so an aloof person would play stupid in order to get the attention in their direction, like the energy to flow in their direction. Mm-hmm. Oh, poor me. Mm-hmm. Oh, poor me. People with woe is me. Oh, my life is so, and then you feel sorry for them and you start helping them or whatever. An interrogator would ask questions until it like cripples a person, and then you have people that will try to intimidate you in order to get the energy to flow in their direction, like, a woman beater or something. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Man, so this is so interesting that you brought this up.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm a book. Well, I don't have the time. I like to read books because I do a lot of work, but I do a lot of audio listening, and I listen to an audio book at least 3 or 4 times. But I also have the book, and I go hand in hand with it.
Okay.
So everything you're talking about, this is marketing.
Yes.
They call it the soap opera thing, and you create the soap opera theme to put people in a certain trance to follow your content, to traffic them towards your business. And but like you said, you take them through. Oh, what's the problem? Oh, poor me. Oh, poor you. Well, look, subscribe to this. Get this merch, this shirt to make you feel better. Get this food to make you feel better. It'll make, you know what I'm saying? You'll eat better. You'll feel better. Buy these shoes. You'll move better. You're gonna live better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All of this stuff is marketing. The intimidator. Hey, you don't want to miss out on this deal right now, so you better hurry up and get down here. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of this stuff is like marketing tactics that the people use, and also what we talked about earlier. People push the Roe versus Wade thing out in the media. You're gonna lose your rights. They intimidate you. They take you through all these different fucking scenarios and shit, but it's all designed because they understand how the human mind is wired. They understand how the brain is wired, so they understand how to put the right algorithms out there to bring you back in. It's fishing, you know.
Yeah, well, they know, how to hack
like,
human beings now. They've done studies on it.
Oh, I was watching something about that the other day.
Propaganda is a tool of war, which is why they keep us as a people from having our own channel so that we can't talk to us and be real with us. Like, Nat Turner led like one successful American revolution that nobody talks about, and they won't talk about it because your enemy is not going to tell you how to beat them. They're just not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? The man was taught how to read. He read the Bible, and they used him to like read to unruly slaves the parts of the Bible that would make them more docile. You understand what I'm saying? And he could read both parts, so he got upset and said, "This is not right. This ain't right." And you know,
you're not reading it in full context.
No, it's important for you to get it for yourself, man. You getting everything secondhand, and they only telling you the parts that they feel like is gonna move you in the direction they want to move you in. But when you know everything in its entirety, then you can make a more informed decision. We just got to get out of letting people tell us what needs to happen and understand what needs to happen and go forward with that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because this Roe versus Wade thing, it's not gonna hurt us, but we just have to be sharper and more, efficient about how we choose a mate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's serious. You don't want to be that serious because you've been used to being able to be lackadaisical and just kill, murder. Like, some people might not believe that conception is life right then, but we celebrate Christmas because that's when Jesus Christ was conceived, not when he was actually born.
Yeah.
Man was born like September something. You know what I mean? But that's not what we celebrate. We celebrate Christmas, but they don't talk about that because they don't want to feel bad when they, when they have a person killed. Yeah. Right. So it's something to think about. People don't want to feel bad, and that's been easy, but we are following behind what white people think is cool. You know what I'm saying? We steady taking our cues from them. And it's not the shit on white people. I love y'all too. I fuck with y'all. But, y'all be on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not kissing no dog in the mouth. That other shit. Because y'all think that shit is cute. I'm not doing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't hate y'all because y'all love dogs. Damn, y'all love dogs. A white man will be out begging for a year. We don't get nothing. And I really feel bad for dogs sometimes because it's like y'all pimping them dogs, man. Let's be real, man. You just pimping them dogs, man. And dog can do way better without you, man, to be honest. But anyway, we just got to stop taking our cues from people who might not, have all the answers. You know what I'm saying? At least for us, we have to understand what we need. You know what I'm saying? As a person and as a people, and cater our, whatever to that. Just like you have to cater your who you let into your world according to what is going on with your world. You don't accept everybody to your Facebook page and your Instagram page. Why are you letting so many people hit? Why? Right. When the consequences are so real. You have a life is like, people talk about divorce, but when you have a baby with a person, that's like a marriage.
Yeah.
That's a marriage, whether you want to admit that or not. And so, if you got 4 kids with a woman, or 4 kids with 3, that's 3 or 4 different marriages, divorces that this lady done had. And you see ass, and you just trying to hit because you want to. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. We got to do better than that. You know?
Yeah. So my closing thoughts on this topic is, women, don't spread yourself thin. I do think the expectations of a man is higher than a woman's in this situation because they have more consequences, as well as being a man. We're supposed to lead women, so I don't think the expectation should be for them to lead us. So we should have to be more disciplined to whom we sleep with, and who we have to be able to be disciplined enough to deny loose vagina. Just because a woman offer it to you, don't mean we should take it.
Right.
Yeah. So I think as men, if we want to be men to men, we say we are, we should be leading women too. We shouldn't be on. I said this to some people and they looked at me crazy. We shouldn't be, when women on the internet shaking their ass and showing we shouldn't be liking all those pictures. That gives them the idea to think that this is okay for me to act this way.
Right.
As a discipline, we should be like, man, that shit trash. Why you behaving like this? Why you carrying yourself like this?
I like a nice ass, but I don't just want to see ass come across my screen all the time, bro.
I mean, we all do. We like, and I'll be lying if I say like, man, she got a woo. But it's like,
I mean, I want that, but I know I shouldn't want that all the time, and I don't want to be there. I don't want somebody else to see me seeing that and thinking that, or I just don't want that girl to think that she has any power over me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked your ass. It was nice. You know what I'm saying? And if I see it, it's cool, but I ain't gotta like it. And so that I just, I just don't let your freakness be your weakness, man.
What's your closing thoughts?
Shit, I think y'all need to like, subscribe,
Hello.
and share this. That's what I think. That would stop. If you got a problem with Roe versus Wade, if it's bothering you, if it's hindering you, like, subscribe, comment, share this video. This gonna change everything. It's gonna change the way you feel about it. It's gonna change the way you think about it and the way you see about it. It's gonna change everything. And that's on my mother.
See how we talk about the topic and we offer y'all solutions. We just don't complain about it. We try
to get y'all out of it. And the best way to get out of any problem you dealing with is to subscribe.
That part.
Share.
That part.
Like. Comment.
For sure. All right, people. We out, man.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
That was a little long.